What's up, my peeps? So this is a bonus segment from my previous video, which is the Astronomicon. It's a convention I went to for my birthday. It was my birthday weekend, and it turned out to be a disaster. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my previous video. You'll know. You'll see what happened. So if you saw my previous video, I mentioned that I met Trish Stratus. She signed my action figure and I got a photo with her. But the big moment comes right after that. And I'll tell you what happened. So it all started on a beautiful Sunday. I'm just kidding. But it was a beautiful Sunday. But yeah, I was waiting online and I was next. And I had a brief discussion with her as she was signing my figure about what was her favorite WWE, WWF Attitude Era moment. After that, we took a photo. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. Not until this happened. This is the part where it happens. So after I had a photo with her, you know, I got my figure. I was happy. I was just like processing what happened, meeting her. She was so sweet. From what I remember, I walked into a bunch of crowd. You know, in conventions, it's a lot of crowded people. And I couldn't avoid it, so I was holding my figure. I didn't want it to get damaged or dents or, you know, all of that. So I guess pressed it on my chest. I just put it closer to me. I didn't think that the ink would smudge all over. I should have thought of that though, but I don't know. It happened too fast, like I said. I was just walking away from her table. And after that happened, I looked at my figure again. And then it was all smudged. It was so fucked up. Like, it was a mess. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you couldn't read it. It was a disaster. I thought, I'm like, no, this can't happen to me. I already had a disaster. My flight, Kevin Smith canceling, and now this. It's my birthday weekend, you know? This can't happen. I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna have to go pay again? So what I did was I just gave it a try, you know, to see if she'd sign it again without me paying for it, you know? I mean, come on, you know, I came all that way and I just had to try. I just had to give it a try. Let's see. So I go back to her table and I saw the guy who took a photo of us. And I showed him my figure that it got smudged. It just got fucked up. I explained to him what happened. I had to wait for her. And then she's like, what happened? I went to the crowd and then it got smudged. And then she's like, oh no. So she was so nice enough to sign it again. She called me over. She's like, come here. We're gonna clean that up. And she's the one who cleaned up the whole thing. Her crew member didn't even do it. She did that. She did all that. And she didn't feel like she was obligated. She really wanted to. She really insisted. And I'm like, okay, I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry. And then she had like a special wipe. She asked her crew member, do you have any special wipes? And then they did. I don't know what it was. But good thing they have some wipes. So, well, thanks to the COVID, I guess. No, not thank you, COVID. But in this case, yes. So, back to the story. She was cleaning over here, making sure it's all, you know, all spotless. And then she noticed my jacket. It had a smudge all over as well. She's like, oh, you got some on your jacket. I gotta clean that up. And that was the moment in my head I was like, whoa, this is beyond her scope. She shouldn't be doing this. She's the star. The crew member should be doing this. But she insisted anyway. That just blew my mind. I've been going to conventions for years now and I've never experienced that with a celebrity. They never go that far. It's not really her job. She's not obligated to, but she wanted to. And with that, it shows a lot about her character, her true self. It's at a personal level. And it's not like, you know, what you see on TV, you know, they're nice behind the camera. But when you interact with her, she's so nice, she's so sweet. And it's just coming from her, just coming from her heart. That says a lot about her as a human being. And that's why I'm making this video. It's just special and you could see how much she actually cares for her fans. I really appreciate that. That made my birthday weekend. That made up for it because it was a whole disaster until that time. Until that moment. I forever will remember this. I think most and particularly besides her signing it again, just cleaning my jacket. That's really too much, you know? That was beyond. I never expected that from her. I even told her it's not worth it, it's fine. My figure that she signed has more value than my jacket. She's like, I know, but she still did it anyway. It took like a long minute or two. It felt pretty long, so I got to interact with her a bit more. But at the same time, people were waiting and I felt a little embarrassed that she was cleaning it. I didn't want to make her do all the work, you know? It was so memorable, and I believe that might be a memorable thing for her too. She's like, I'll remember this experience with a fan. That was pretty cool, but I'm really appreciative of it. And I'll never forget it. Of course, I'll never forget it. It's already embedded in my brain. It was a beautiful moment. And one more thing. I posted this whole incident on social media, my Facebook and the gram. I just had to. I want to give her that recognition. Her being a very sweet celebrity. She didn't have to do all this. I just had to, you know? And after a few days, she actually liked it. I tagged her, but I didn't expect her to like it at all, which is really cool. I screenshot it and I posted that. You could check it out on my gram, Markitos Vlogs. check that out. And now I'm gonna be posting it on my YouTube channel. Okay, so here's another look. A better look. I'm sorry if my lighting sucks. There you go. See my name there, Mark? Should have been Markitos. So, funny thing about this, initially, I didn't want my name on it. She asked me. And then I don't know what happened. It's like a last minute thing. Second thought, I was like, okay, you could just put my name. And this happened all before the incident. So I'm glad that I actually have my name on this. It makes this figure just more valuable to me. It's more valuable to me than anyone who would want to steal this, unless your name is also Mark. So if you are watching, Trish, if you ever watch this video, which I don't think you will, but just in case, thank you again. Thank you so much for signing my action figure for the second time, and for cleaning my jacket, and for making the whole weekend so memorable. A very memorable birthday weekend. This makes it so valuable to me. And every time I look at this figure, I'm gonna think about that moment. And for all the Trish Stratus fans out there, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because I deliver dope content videos like this one. And you don't want to miss it. Stay safe, my peeps. Until then, Markitos. Out.
I like the way you're talking and loving the way you're looking. I can know where your body move, yeah, when you move it. Yeah, you're looking at me while I'm looking at you. So gonna give me your number, yeah, like what it